That is quite enough.
Hello, lady and gentlemen. I greet you warmly from this lovely little courtyard, and boy do I have big news for you today. I am actually going to start the main quest line of the game. I know it's been a long time coming, but I think my powers have finally grown to the point where I feel confident in taking on its challenges. As a little side note, I did a little grocery shopping between episodes and picked up the Boots of Blinding Speed. I also made myself a spell of anti-blindness, which makes the Boots of Blinding Speed quite the worthy investment. Because as you can see, normally, with my 50% resistance to magic, I only get 50% blind. So I'm kind of running around through the sky wearing a super powerful pair of sunglasses. But if at first I use the anti-blindness spell, and then equip the boots, it's all benefits, baby. So we begin our journey today by visiting everybody's favorite buff skooma-addicted grandpa. He goes by the name of Caius Cosades, and we have a package for him that we've actually had for several days, if not months at this point. We might not be the fastest mail service in Morrowind, but at least we're dependable. He tries to tell me something about blades, but I have no interest considering that I'm a magic user and all, so I was more so busy eyeing up his skooma pipe off in the background the whole time we were speaking. I did ask him about orders though. He wanted me to go and find somebody named Hasfat and Tabulus at the Balmora Fighters Guild, and I was like, hey, we're in Balmora, might as well go ahead and do that. He wanted me to ask him about the Nerevarine Secret Cult and the 6th House Secret Cult. 2 secret cults for the price of 1. And so off I went to the Fighters Guild. I ran inside and pitter-pattered my way down the hall as fast as I could.
Go ahead, stranger.
Hasfat was not actually that fat, which was a little bit of a letdown. As a matter of fact, he's even the drill master for the Balmora Fighters Guild, so I imagine he's in fairly good shape. Not as much as our skooma-slinging granddad, but, you know, he's still alright. He wanted me to find a Dwemer puzzle box before he'd tell me anything about the secret cults, which I am kind of used to fetching things for people, and I am a slow, if not effective, delivery service, so I signed up to go to the Dwemer ruins of Arkuggenthand, as I can only assume it's pronounced. With a mighty leap, I strode towards the ruins, of which I already knew the location because of meta-knowledge. Using my Daedric toothpick, I stabbed at the heart of this evil cliff racer that was guarding the entrance to the ruins. I yanked on this expertly crafted lever, which opened this expertly crafted spherical doors, which is also on a timer, apparently, so I had to run in quick. Having the safe landing mitten, I had nothing to fear from this fall, and I landed like a graceful sack of potatoes on their feet. The Guardian of the Rocks has been defeated. I also had to overcome the challenge of the rocks themselves. I stumbled a little bit. I'm not proud of it. So I make my way to the door of the Cells of Hollow Hand. I get ambushed. I dispatched him with ease. And wouldn't you know it, I just so happened to pick the room that has the Dwemer puzzle box in it right out the gate. My day can't get any better, I say to myself quietly.
You're growing weak.
Run while you can.
Ow!
Man, I sure am good at poking people with sticks. Right about here is the part of the journey where I decide to see if my water walking mitten helps me walk on lava. The answer is yes and no. I panicked and tried to fly out of it, but that only got me more stuck. It was kind of like ice skating, except opposite in every way. I was eventually able to levitate my way out of this awful fire hole. Not a moment too soon. I found my first Dwemer ghost, and unfortunately it was hostile, so I had to put it down. A shame, all the things we could have learned from it if only it could speak in things other than groans. It dies like the rest of us. Have you ever wondered how a ghost can die again? I sure gave those two a good trouncing. And now it seems I've actually beaten the very strongest that this dungeon has to offer me. So, now I must leave to not only hand in the quest, but find a challenge worthy of me. Potentially in the next quest. I handed over the puzzle box to Mr. Fat, which loosened up his supple lips about all these secret cults. House Dagoth is the 6th house. The lost 6th house. In the First Age, House Dagoth betrayed the other great houses during the War of the First Council, and was destroyed for their treason. Along with this interesting information, he also passed along a note for me to deliver to Caius. Fortunately, I was also able to ask him about the Nerevarine. The Ashlanders believe a reborn Nerevar will unite the Dwemer against the Outlander invaders and restore the ancient Dark Elven nation.
What's this about?
I went to tell Granddaddy Beefcake about the news, but I was confronted by this person that said they were a sleeper, when clearly they were actually awake. They told me of Dagoth the Lord and Father of the Mountain. He sleeps, but when he wakes, he will rise from our dreams, and sweep their land clean of the Inwa. I'm sure nothing but good can come of this. I handed in the notes, and as soon as I got in there, he sent me right back out to work again, because apparently the notes cover the 6th house in great detail, but says very little about the Nerevarine. My new task is to find Sharn Gramuzgob in the Mages Guild and see if she can tell me anything about the Nerevar.
My attention is yours.
I wish I could say the same. It looks like once again, somebody is going to have me complete an errand for them before they'll tell me anything, have the simplest conversation even. Everybody here is so damn needy. The item that they seek is the skull of Levul Andrano in the Andrano ancestral tomb. Turns out I've actually been there already, and you've all witnessed it. But it seems that I have to go back again, because I forgot to loot everything. I went against my own code, and now it's biting me right in the ass. I made brief work of the journey here, as I am very efficient, when I want to be, that is. I had descended the stairs and saw once again our old pantsless friend. He's not the most chatty person, and that's why I like him so much. I needed to get moving if I was ever going to find that skull. And honestly, I just wanted to jump down this pit because it looked fun, but it turns out that it led me right down to the area that I needed to be at. After crossing through the hallway, I came to this open door that I've clearly been in before, and saw the skull clearly sitting on the ground that I have obviously missed. And now I have it. And now we're good. We can turn in that quest. Just like that. I admired the artwork a little bit too. Back at the Mages Guild, I delivered the weird haunted rune skull back to Sharn Gramuzgob, hoping that she only has the best intentions for it. And then she tells me about the Nerevarine Cult. It's an Ashlander cult that believes in the long-dead hero Nerevar, that he will be reborn to honor ancient promises to the tribes. He will cast down the false gods of the tribunal and restore traditional ancestor worship, and drive all the Outlanders from Morrowind at that, which I think means me as well. Like Mr. Fat, she also gave me some notes to take back to Caius, so that's what I'm going to do next. I swear, the work around here never ends. I gave the notes to him, and already he's sending me back out, and this time to Vivec City of all places. It's a giant maze of a city, and I'm going to have to navigate my way around it to speak with a Khajiit from the Thieves Guild, an Argonian from the Morag Tong, and a temple priestess. At least he gave me some money for bribes and potentially drugs.
Speak quickly, Outlander, or go away.
Sadly, she has a point. It is about time for me to go away. which means that I have to end this incredible video that I'm sure so many of you will enjoy for lifetimes and decades to come. I did actually go away though. I backpedaled like I just cut a fart in a room and I'm trying to escape it while dragging it through the rest of a group of people. That was oddly specific, but I feel like the analogy works for this situation. As Fritzly gazes up at the sky, he's not looking at the clouds, but wait. Oh, there he goes. He's not looking up at the clouds, but rather his bright future on the horizon, and all of you lovely people. Thank you for watching.